Thank you for joining us today as we explore finding the right bra for your bust type. I am Bukola, founder of the Bra Girl. I'm your go-to girl for Fabfit when it comes to your bras. Okay, today we'll be talking about the bras suited for your body types. I could reel out the tons of different types of bras that you have, but you know what? That's not what the main thing is. The real issue here is whatever you put on must fit your unique body, irrespective of size and style. So, before we go into that, the real thing is when it comes to cup size, how many cup sizes do you know? For many women, we think the cup sizes for bras range from A, B, C, D, double D, and the list goes on. What is the biggest cup size of bra that you know? You can put it in the chat. This is where we talk about if you know, you know. But do you know that bra sizes extend way beyond the D cup? If I had $1 for everyone who says I'm a D cup, I'll be a multi-billionaire. Just kidding. Anyway, so bra sizes range from the A to, well, generally O, but even more than that now. We have bra sizes going up to the T, right? And so finding your size within that range of sizes is where the real crux of the matter is. So for context, let me just reel out the cup sizes. We have the A, B, C, D, this is E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So we have this range being 15 cup sizes, right? And then we have PQRST, but those are not yet mainstream, right? But so we have 15 possible cup sizes. And if you want to add the double A cup, that's 16, but let's keep 15, right? Those are the standard cup sizes that you can actually work with when it comes to your bra cup size. Now, when you have the band size, because every bra size has two parts to it, the number and the letter. So when you see things like 30D, 34B, 32C, that's what we're talking about, that the possible cup sizes are 15. Then we'll come to the band size. How many band sizes do you know? Many women will swear by the 34 band size or 36 or 38, right? But we have from 28 to 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 40, 44, 46, 48, 50, and even 52. Now, you'd agree with me that the permutation of bra and cup sizes really use a large number of possible sizes any woman can actually fit into. And also, equally, the different fit issues that might occur, right? So, the fit issue for a 30D woman may be different, or definitely is different from the fit issues that a 48B woman might have. And you see, if survey also has it that 7 out of every 10 women have these bra issues, then it's really important that you get what your size is among those various sizes that we have. So that's what the major point is, that are you actually wearing that size that fits your body type? Because then you can explore. So, having said that preamble, we'll go to the different types of bra. We're talking about styles rather and not types. When we're talking about types of bras, we're talking about different bras for different functions. For instance, we have the bras used for everyday. We have the sports bras. We have the nursing bras. We have the post-surgery bras. We have strapless bras, panty solutions, I call them. You know, we have bralettes. We have different types of bras for different occasions. That is important to know, and we'll address that in a future episode. But for today, we are looking at everyday bras that are good for everyday. Now, I believe in everyday sensation, right? So the first thing is support, comfort. I put them at the same level because you can't be comfortable if you're not supported. You can't feel supported if you're not comfortable. So I put them at par. And then if you get pretty, fantastic. Now there is a lot of pretty out there. Working within the context of everyday bras now, and to simplify this, to make it easy and straightforward, not having to think about or having to remember what style of name here, there, to simplify this side of things when it comes to everyday comfort, which I call everyday sensation, which is equal to everyday fabulosity. To actually simplify this for you, would say everyday bra sizes can either be cut and sewn or pre-molded. Sorry, or pre-shaped. Cut and sewn or molded. So that's the basic definition, and there are different characteristics to that. When it comes to cut and sewn bras, this is where the balcony bras fall. When it comes to that, they are sewn molded to the body, and that's why it fits most body type, bust types. Right, so you can't go wrong with trying a balcony bra first off. So you get into the store. Oh, hello. By the way, fitting is complimentary at the bra girl. Hello, I'm looking to get a bra. If you have an estimated size, so I estimated that it's around 38D. If you're not sure what style to start with, you just try balcony bras because it goes with a lot of bust size, just because the design base of that is cut and sewn to mold the cups, and they come in different ways. They usually would have a stretch cup top laces toward the center, which makes fitting easy. So you find that the top part of the cup actually would stretch easy for some of them, actually, not all of them for that. So balcony bras is like a go-to where you can start from when it's exploring your bra size, exploring bra styles, exploring bra styles. Okay. So I have quite a number of them here. And they vary from full cup to mid cup to plunge. Now, so what that means is the center gore, and we'll explore more of this later. This center gore actually determines whether a cup is full cup support or mid cup support, which is contemporary support, or plunge. Right. So if it's lower, then it's plunge. If it's a bit higher, it's mid. Right. And if it's much higher, it's full cup support. So I have the full cup support right here. You can see these two bras are full cup supports. So in the space of cotton sewn, we have different coverage levels based on the different styles and designs, and this usually rests on where the center gore ends. And we talked about the low, the medium, and the full cup support. That's so balcony is your go-to. There are different variations of cotton. So this is a half cup bra, for instance, and you find that it fits some body types more than the others. It's also based on cotton sole designs. When it comes to molded cups, I should tell you the lingerie industry has gone our ways ahead, right? So for molded cups, they're basically pre-shaped cups and they fit a lot differently. And for this, you have different coverage levels as well. I love this bar. I love this bar. So there are different coverage levels too when it comes to the pre-shaped cups. It's basically called molded cups. It can be molded or spacer. Spacer is just talking about the material used for the cups. It's also molded, right? For instance, this is spacer, but the materials for think of a memory foam when it comes to shoes. That's what spacer bras are all about, right? So you have them built from different material, but they're reshaped, and they work with different body types as well. How you tell the difference between the molded cups and the spacer is that when you just push this in your fingers, it just feels like memory foam, right? We have the molded cups coming non-wired and underwired. The same thing goes for the cotton. So you have the non-wired and the underwired. Don't bother to keep this in mind. Just walk into the store and have an expectation of size and try different body types. Now we have these molded cups that are now lacy. Like this is beautiful. Molded cups that are lacy. They're seamless, right? They're seamless cups, and this really works so well too. Now, going back to what I said before, just grouping, making those two demarcations when it comes to the basic bra styling. Now you have tons of permutations and combination that could go on. Comes to the sizing, the cups, the bands, the different cup types, and then the fabric. All so different. So yes, it is a lot to navigate, and that's why you need an expert fitter to actually take you through all this in as less time as possible, because that is where the overwhelm is for women. How do I figure out my size out of this whole thing? Right? Don't worry about it. Just get fitted. And and the cool thing about it is that when you get fitted, it's easy to move up or down from there, to go into explore from there, to go into other designs and styles, and to dare a bit more when it comes to fashion styling. So let's talk about some common mistakes when it comes to having the right and navigating the different types of bras. In the previous episode, we actually talked about finding the right fit. And so When you with any of these bras, whatever the coverage level is, the first thing we've established is that comfort is key. Now the second thing is the cup size is based on your bust type, right? You should be able to find something that works best with your bust type. We've talked about the balcony bra being the go-to start from, but even with that, you have to make sure that your bust fit well into it. If you pull the cup on the top edge and it feels like there's a lot of space, or you just flex forward like that, you find that there's space in there, even especially for molded bras, it really shows, right? Another thing is the higher the girl, the more full cup support you get from the bra. So if you're one who prefers that full cup support, you want to go for that, and you see that okay. So to navigate these different styles of bras, you really have to like get really fitted to see what you prefer. And the cool thing is if you're able to identify what really works for you most of the time, you want to stick with it and then explore. Another common fit issue is when the underwire digs into your skin, right? Sometimes it could be because of the underwire, but even if it's a non-wired bra, sometimes it digs in right around the band. Okay, and that's really because the band is too tight. You don't want your bras to be too tight in the bands just because you have problems with circulation, with breathing deeply, and really with the pain and the sores that could actually come on your skin if you have that going on for a long time. So what you really want to do is if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. So your band size, if you measure that band size like right underneath your bust area, if you measure your girth, you have to make sure that it is at least above sorry, you have to make sure that it is below whatever band size you're wearing. That's within reason. For example, if you take the measurements around your girth, which is your underband, the measurement, okay, which is your underband, and it comes to 35, your bra shouldn't be 32 band size. It should be too tight, right? Even a 34 might be too tight, might, right? Just saying that within reason. But then you cannot go up to 42, for instance, right? If you have a 35 as your band size, right? So now take the measuring tape and take that measurement. If it's around 33, you know, at least know that you can do a 30 and you can do a 40. That will help you to see where you are at with your band sizes right now, right? And so when you also have the difference between your cup size and your band size being more than 5 inches, then you're probably not that you're probably not, you are not a B cup, you are not a C cup, you are not a D cup. Okay, so if you have the difference between, I'm saying that again, if you have the difference between the fullest part of your chest and your underband to be 5 inches or more, then you're looking at higher sizes than the teacup. Now, this can be navigated, when you get styled in store. Okay, so you know where you fit with that. The fit of your band and your cup are both mutually exclusive and they work together. So you cannot compensate the fit of your bra by thinking when you adjust the band, it should fit better. The perfect combination of that equal to the perfect fit, okay, and how that works with your poster. I hope that is clear. If you have any questions around this or you need more support understanding how your bra should fit you, DM your questions and we'll sure to answer them in future episodes. Okay, so I get this question a lot. What type of bra will go well with my bust type? Now I should tell you bust types are different in so many ways. Now you have low configuration breast, you have high configuration breast, and way between there are different levels. Throughout for different They differ from person to person and they differ from age to age. So 5 years ago you may have had more high breasted breast type, and then maybe you just had 1 or 2 kids in the past 5 years. Well, your breast will look the same. It's the way of life. I call it the circle of life when it comes to your breast type. By the way, a woman's breast changes on the average 6 times throughout her lifetime. The woman's breast changes. Okay, so that's just to pack that there. One style doesn't fit you throughout your life. Basically, that's what that means. Okay, so when we're talking about bust type now, you find that your bust type is maybe resting higher now, in the last couple of years or couple of events in the rest lower. What bra fits you best? We've established here that balcony is your best place to start from. So breasts differ in different ways. It's in the levels that the rest of the chest forward. You could have lower configuration, higher configuration, and way between, right? We do also have nipple pointing angles. Some breasts grow to the side, some breasts go to the side such that the nipples could also point outward. Some breasts are more closely set than the others. And so you have to navigate what works for you best among all of this. Some you may find that the best style of bras that work for you are bras that have lower gore if your breasts are closely set together. Sometimes it could be higher for full cup support. If you find your breasts are really heavy, different type of bra would work for that too. By and large, you want to start navigating from balcony bra. And incidentally, balcony bras go high up to the, highest cup sizes. So don't be afraid to explore. Don't be stuck on sizes. Don't think that if you're more than a D double D cup, you're too big. I would always say that big or small, your breast size is the perfect size for you. You only need to find great support for them. And you can always find that. I love the lacy bras because I don't like molded bras. I love lacy bras because I feel I won't look bigger, but I have issues with protruding nipples. What do I do? Now, breasts, like we said before, are different. Breast types are different. So another factor is that the nipple types are also different. Some will protrude more than the others. Some are softer texture than the others. Now, if you find you have protruding nipples, there are different ways you can navigate that. One is wearing molded cup bras, going for molded cup bras, because of the pre-shaped cup and the structure, it actually helps to check protruding nipples. Now, with the spacer bra, you may find that your nipples still show. What happens? You want to use nipple covers. Nipple covers, pasties, these pasties, you can just put them on your nipples before you wear your bra, and it checks protruding nipples a lot, especially when you're wearing things like this that are lacy, okay, or even spacer bras. They come pre-shaped, but they're also soft in texture. So nipple covers to the rescue. Another way you can check protruding nipples are when you wear cut and sewn bras, you want to fit your nipples right at the intersection of the stitches. And this is what I mean. Have an intersection here, right? So you want to put your nipples where the stitches meet. That way, it checks the protruding nipple. But you know what? Better to err on the side of caution because sometimes it just gets more prominent, with cold. So use your nipple covers. You can book a complimentary fitting right there. Just click on the button below. It's free at the bra girl. Just book an in-store fitting and you are good. And if you're not able to make it to the store, we can actually fit you from home. You could actually also book a virtual consultation to see where you're at with your bras, so you can get started at home as well. Just click the button below and then you are on with that. A quick recap, right? Now we're not going to get bothered with all the different styles. Like you can reel the demis, the balconies, the molded, the spacer, the full cup, the this, the that, but don't get hung up on the design. The real goal here is what works for you. What works for your unique body type, and that's what you should have in mind. So, one style fits your sister or friend, may not fit you as well. But if you find that style that fits you so well, you will know. You will know because immediately what that does is the trapped energy in your body by uneven distribution, of the weight around your body is taken out. And you feel more energetic, you feel more supported, you feel very comfortable, you feel like you're not wearing an undergarment when it's your size. You don't feel all over the place, you feel really compact, you feel put together. And that is what the fabulous is when it comes to having the right size. I hope this has helped you today. In future episodes, we will be exploring the possible sizes that you can fit into, the different types of bras and their nuances, and why you shouldn't use an everyday bra for a sports bra. Yeah, you shouldn't. Right, so we will consider that in the future episode. Thank you for joining us today as we explore finding the right bra for your bust type. So go explore and find something new that will make you feel fabulous. Next time, we'll be talking about one big factor that affects finding and keeping the perfect fit. Till next time, stay awesome and keep the fit. Bye.